It's important to know meanings. The meaning of life, of course, is love, but what's the meaning of social media? This guy once said that we all end up working as slaves for giant corporations. And this guy said we all end up being slaves of three giant governments. Luckily, these two guys got it totally wrong. Yes, there are some really giant companies, even scary ones, and yes, there are countries I wouldn't go on my holidays. And yes, there are some workplaces which make you feel almost like a slave. But anyway, the big picture is that these dark nightmares didn't come true. And I think the key question is, why is that? Why don't we have big brother governments? Why don't we have big brother companies? What happened? What happened was pop culture. Pop culture is a culture where people decide what's great and what's not. And laughter is a big part of pop culture. And laughter, again, that's the most efficient antidote to any kind of dictatorship. So I say that pop culture prevented governments and companies from taking over. And now social media will help people to take over. And I think that's the meaning of social media. Social media is also good business. It's like market economy. It's efficient, fluent, far more better than the old-fashioned planned economy. There are millions of people who fight against planned economy in the 70s, 80s, even 90s. And I think they all agree, if they think about it, that the win was only partial. I mean, yes, you have market economy, but then if you look inside the big companies, actually they are built up by the ideas and structure of planned economy. If you took, for example, a bureaucrat from Moscow in 70s deciding that all Soviet citizens will have to wear pink rain boots during the next year, what's the difference if you have CEO telling to the company that next year we will do this and that? CEOs and directors should give up control. The idea, you can call it open source or you can call it crowdsourcing, it doesn't matter. But the idea is to give control to people. And that's the idea. The tool to achieve this idea is, of course, social media. There's masses of books and movies where giant corporations fight against single individuals, and the story is always the same. The single person has right. It has something to do with the fact that in today's world, a gentle whisper might be far more powerful than a multi-million marketing campaign. And here again, social media might help. So you can see that this is really a win-win. Both individuals, citizens and companies, corporations can benefit from social media. I would say that social media is the biggest step to salvation in the human history, after pop culture, of course.